we see antibiotic-free eggs, antibiotic-free chickens kind of marketing.
Again, that is a wrong claim.
Okay.
How you can say antibiotic-free? You can write antibiotic residue-free.
Okay.
No need to highlight. No. If you have the antibiotic, prove it. Send the sample to the lab. There are the labs. There are government.
This is Dr. Radhakrishna Pallipadi representing ChemLife Innovations, a Bangalore-based startup. We focus on supporting stakeholders of livestock and poultry sector for enhancing productivity and maximizing profit through innovative concepts, products, and knowledge sharing. The Grandmaster Podcast series is an initiative to meet thought leaders, opinion makers, and legends of the industry to understand their perspective on the industry, trends, and future prospects. In this episode of the podcast, our guest is Dr. Santosh Ire, a very well-known veterinarian, industry leader, and a successful entrepreneur and director at Bhuvana NutriBio based in Pune. Welcome to you, Dr. Santosh.
Thank you, sir.
I will start with about knowing about you. Can you briefly tell our viewers about your education and the professional background?
Thank you, Dr. Radhakrishna, sir. It's a honor and pride moment to be with here for this knowledge series, and I congratulate to you for starting this knowledge series. We also believe in a knowledge sharing. That is a most important part of the livestock industry.
Right.
And it's appreciable work you started. I'm from the farmer background, from the village, educated into the ZP school, and they got selected for the Navodaya, and from then to the veterinary college in the Maharashtra, Udgir. From once after complete during the graduation, I decided to join the poultry. My goal was fixed.
Okay.
I don't admire for the government job. Even I have not single time applied to the government job. So focus is clear. Focus is clear. My poultry career started with the Venkis from Pune. Then moving to the pharma background from the Ranbaxy, shifted to the Evitech, that was time the nutritional company, and then we joined the Jubilant.
Okay.
After Jubilant, we started our own firm with my partner Dr. Manoj in Pune. So we are doing pan India and also into the import exports. We reach to the each territory, poultry territory particularly in India, and we are doing fairly good with some innovative concept solutions.
Okay, great to hear this, doctor. You are so much attached to poultry industry. I'll start with a basic question: how Indian poultry sector provide safe and affordable protein for billions of people?
Sir, beautiful question. On a positive note, I like to add one more thing. We have the association called Vets in Poultry VIP.
Okay.
Now I can say we are one of the largest association globally for the veterinarians working in poultry. Through this was our core objective to provide scientific information, scientific marketings to the common public, the audience, and the consumer, because we are the part of the food chain. And with your positive note question, yes, you rightly said, Indian poultry is scientifically growing. That's the reason we are at the number 4 for the chicken and number 2 for the eggs. Yes. So it's a huge.
That's
it's
a
not possible.
achievement.
Yeah, it's not possible without science. Yeah. The farming in India is of course open farming majoritarily, so that might be the one concern to the common peoples to rate our industry in a different way as per their perspective. But that is our strength. India is a different geographical condition, and we grown to the farm level, to the village level. We involve entire industry to the grassroots level. And earlier it is said to be the side business for the farmer. Now we are into the mainstream. Okay. Approximately we are contributing to the 2% of the GDP.
So it has become an industry now.
It has become a sector, we can say, big sector. Okay. But food industry, we can say, yes, we are a part of the food chain.
Major sector within the food industry.
Yes, major sector within the food industry. The way the farmers grow birds is everything based on the science. There is a technical team, veterinarians, they are working day and night. They are the companies, good companies, producer companies, they are working to reach out each minute of the evolution of their birds rearing into the farms. There are the medicine companies, vaccine companies, they are providing appropriate and authorized medicines, the health tonics and the vaccines. There are the manufacturer companies for the equipment. They are providing a world-class infrastructure to our farmers. Okay. So if you go to the any farm, maybe in the broiler, layer or breeder, everywhere you find there is a science. Okay. And we acclimatize with our environment in India. The breed in India is evolved like anything. So that is also based on the science. Okay. So very good industry, beautiful industry. And nowadays the producer is has an understanding, has a clear mindset. Yes, I am the part of food chain, so I have to rear my bird very seriously and cautiously. So that change has been made in after COVID. Change. Yes, after COVID, that change has been there, sir.
Doctor, you mentioned about science. I mean, at least 2-3 times you said science based. Yeah. I have a question. When I actually entered animal healthcare sector 30 years back, the feed conversion ratio, which is a measure of how actually body is, it was around 2. From 2, I think it has come to 1.4. It's a great achievement. So what is that science that was in operation to achieve this landmark?
Yeah, sir, this is a science again. Yeah. This is a genetic science. This is a management science, we can say. This is a production science. Everywhere it is a science. So it is a combination of multiple efforts from top to bottom. Like if I go to the genetics companies, so genetics companies, they work a lot to develop the breed, to develop the variety. Okay. So they make the all possible and good changes genetically, so that the bird can perform with maintaining the health. Then back to the nutrition. Fortunately, India is self-sufficient for the all kind of the raw material. The major raw material we use are the maize and soya, and supported with some other alternatives. Yeah. We are self-sufficient, so India need not to depend on any of the country. So that nutritionist has done tremendous job. Earlier, nutritionists used to calculate on the basis of the crude protein and metabolism energy. Now they are going to the digestible amino acid. Then now it is ileal digestibility. So they have
gone deeper into that.
More deeper and deeper. And this is only possible with the nutrition. So one part genetics, second part nutrition, and third more important part which come after into the focus after the integration model has been introduced in India. So management, which includes the biosecurity, rearing birds scientifically, and doing day-to-day activities like their feeding, watering, cleaning, disinfection, all those there are now, I can say, they are the SOPs. If you go into the any of the integration farm, you will be surprised. I mean, if you look at the EC farms or the open houses farms, there is no smell. And if you look at the management, even the producers are rearing the birds more care than what we do for the baby, human baby. So that kind of the care they are taking, that kind of the science they are following, and it's not the following, there is observation, there is record keeping. Every day it is record has been kept. It in either it may be the
very
systematically and scientifically.
There connected to this, you said about nutrition, but connected to that, there is a public perception that birds are fed with hormones to make it bulky, to look bigger. It could be the growth promoter kind of thing. But how much truth is there in this, doctor? Use of hormone or use of something else for growth promotion?
It's 100% false statement, sir. Look, hormones are not so easily available. Neither be someone can use, costly as well. And I would say this is a side effect of the social media. Few of the guys we are encountering through the VIP, they don't know about the poultry. They know the poultry, even they not pronounce poultry properly. Someone say poultry, someone say poultry, anything like that. And they teach us about how we have to do. So even few of the trading companies, they do their marketing. They buy from our farmer producers and they sell. But they highlighted this is one kind of the marketing gimmick. Another, those people, social media influencers, they want to make their views. They are not bothered about the facts. They are bothered about their views and their likes.
How many likes?
So they're the least bothered. And unfortunately, in at any corner of the world, negativity spread very rapidly, very faster. And if someone puts that kind of the comment, people say, "Oh, look at this! These are the signs. These are the kind." Hormone uses is not so easy. There are the system process. Government had put up some standard protocols. And even if so there it's not possible to rear birds with such high cost. No one, even for the human also, if sometime needed to use hormones, the doctors have to follow protocols. And now in poultry, we are treating in masses, not in classes or the individual. Poultry, always whatever we do, it is in a masses. So it's not possible. It's 100% false statement.
Thank you for this clarification. In fact, you mentioned about social media. People from poultry sector like us, we are countering it now through the very same social media. Yes. Okay. My earlier question was also about antibiotic, low dose antibiotic. At least that was true for some time. It was antibiotics were extensively used for growth promotion.
So antibiotics uses in poultry in early days when it was introduced by some Western world as called antibiotic growth promoters. Those had been used few times or few years before I will say the era before COVID and era after COVID. There are the dynamic changes. So before that they used to prevent the infection. The one way you can treat. For the treatment, antibiotic is must. Either it may be animals, humans or the poultry. There is a standard protocol, there is a standard doses. Everyone do. And that is required also to save the life. But saving antibiotic or the using antibiotic as a growth promoter, that is somehow the concept nurtured in poultry few years back. But now it's no one is using like that. Majority of the producers, they stop using such kind of the practices. They shifted to the some other good solutions. But the underline whenever they required, they follow the withdrawal period as well, because antibiotic has to be used. We are a livestock. We are the live body. Infection will be always there, so they have to use, but they follow the withdrawal period so that those residues will not pass to the either through chicken or through the eggs. So that practice has been changed.
Okay, great. The related question is, if poultry birds are fed with antibiotics, there is a general understanding or general awareness, I can say, that should not be done because that will lead to antimicrobial resistance in humans. How these two things are connected, doctor?
So if you look at the pictures and numbers, you will be surprised. You know what is a major source of antibiotic resistance? Can you imagine?
No, I'm not sure. I think
no one imagine. The major source of the antibiotic resistance is the self-use of the antibiotic. If you got cold, what you will do first? You will go to the medical shop. You will ask that medical person, "So I am suffering with the cold. Please give some medicine."
Three days dose.
Yes. What that person will do? He will give you some anti-allergic and some antibiotic. Actually, doses the doctor recommend for the 5 days. He will get you go for the 3 days. You will get relief. Now, who is interacting? That pharmacist, chemist and this person. He go to the home and he take only for 1 day, because anti-allergic and he got the relief. He take antibiotic for the 1 day. Rest that done. This practice is in India majority of the places, and mainly when we go to the B town or the C towns. At least in metros or good cities, they go to the doctors. But this practice is more. This is one way. Second, do you know the hospitals are the major source of the antibiotic resistance? Because their cleaning practices, their uses, hospitals, they are the one of the major source for these bugs, antibiotic bugs. Those are very big in number. So if you poultry, look at poultry, these are the figures from the government, I'm telling you, it's not more than 1%.
Okay.
Not more than 1%.
Again, it is magnified.
So they are just lifting this 99% and they're focusing on the 1%.
Okay.
Well, this is a live industry and easy to target. Easy to target.
Okay.
Some people, they do the antibiotic residue test, all those things. The more those are the social anti-factors. Some of the associations, foreign funded associations, they have this target. Or vegan now, this again another.
Yes, that's a new thing.
Yes, vegan lobby. So they are intentionally targeting.
Okay.
And we are scientifically countering to them.
So how poultry sector is responding? Okay, antibiotics cannot be used, even though it is creating 1%, 2% antimicrobial resistance, but it cannot be used. Yes, doctor, it is very clear. 1 or maybe 2% connecting with use of antibiotics in poultry sector to antimicrobial resistance in humans. However, we need to stop use of antibiotics, and as you said, already there are a lot of things being done. Anything specific being done which can be called as, okay, now there is no effect of antibiotics?
Sir, I will say in a different way. We cannot stop the antibiotic because antibiotic is needed for the treatment.
Okay.
It's a lifelong process.
Okay.
Whenever there is a need of antibiotic for the treatment, we have to be used.
Okay.
Only things the users has to follow the standard guidelines. Correct. Of the standard doses.
Withdrawal period.
Yes, withdrawal period and the duration.
Correct.
And I would say, as I said earlier, poultry we do in a mass treatments or the mass actions. So our producers are now, they are using it. They are aware. Majority of them having their retail outlet chains. Okay, so they are following it. And to control this, I would say post-COVID era, this usage has been reduced a lot.
Okay.
If I'm correct, there are more than 60% producers, they are rearing their chicken without using anything, such kind of the antibiotic, even for the treatment as well. Okay. Because they are rearing birds very scientifically and a healthier way. So there are much alternatives to counter the pathogens or the infections. So they are using all kind of such alternatives, and they are helping a lot.
Antibiotic-free eggs, antibiotic-free chickens kind of marketing.
Again, that is a wrong claim. How you can say antibiotic-free? You can write antibiotic residue-free. Okay. And eggs or chicken doesn't contain, and we are not injecting it. So it can be correct would be residue-free. Yes. But even these are the catchy lines used to attract the consumer. Okay. Hormone-free, antibiotic-free. These are the false and inappropriate marketing done by those retail sellers, I would say. Okay. No need to highlight. No. If you have the antibiotic, prove it. Send the sample to the lab. There are the labs. There are government authorities. There are the system and process. Go to lab and claim them. Why till date not a single case has been registered? They don't find it. They tried. These anti-poultry people, they tried a lot. Every day they are trying, but they are failing. So this is the only kind of the inappropriate marketing tool, I will say, those sellers are using. That should be corrected.
Okay, I mean, from the industry, the poultry sector, so many stakeholders are there. How do we actually work together to see the real growth of the industry or the sector and see that protein demand is met without any kind of these issues?
Very good question, sir. Mainly for the country like India, we have 140 billion mouths to feed every day. Can you imagine this number? Yeah. And almost I will say from the veg protein sources, there are only two sources: plant origin and animal origin. Plant origin, there are the limitations. Okay. And in animal origin, I will talk about, there are the fish, mutton, maybe from the sheep and goat, beef, which is less in India, as well as the pork. Again, that is very, very minute in India. What left is the only poultry. Why poultry? Aquaculture we do have, but majority is exported and depend on the local sources. That's right. But mutton and fish, they are expensive. Beef we don't have in India much for the consumption. Only left is a poultry. Poultry is growing, that is expandable, scalable, affordable, scientifically proven, can be made easily available at the any point, maybe retail outlet or the even malls or the food chains anywhere. So scalability and availability, these are the two big, I can say, the opportunities, along with the scientific growing of the chicken or the eggs. So these positive notes help us to provide the protein to the needy persons. Till today, again these are the official figures, approximately 25% of the population, they sleep in the night without a food. Can you imagine? Tragic. We are a protein deficient country, but we are a energy surplus country. I'm talking about in terms of the food. Starch. So if you want to go for the protein rich, and under Khelo India kind of the movement, government is also positive for the balanced nutrition, which comes under, importantly, the protein. And when it comes to the protein, chicken and eggs are the best available solutions. Going with the vaccine drive, which earlier done for the polio, now it is a high time to go for the protein drive nationally. So if you go with the protein drive, either it may be from the plant origin or the animal origin. First, people should be aware. Yes, we need a protein.
Is required.
Approximately, it's said 1 gram per kg body weight protein requirement is there, and moreover for the childrens, it is much required. We are seeing in cities and good educated families, they are having the consumption of the eggs, at least 2 eggs and portion of chicken in a weekly 3 or 4 days. Their children are more healthy, their height, body weight, immunity is really good. I have my in-house experiences as well. So they are really wonderful effect we are seeing. So if this convert into the mass movement, either through the poultry sector efforts like we are doing through the VIP, along with many other associations, government also has to be involved with this protein drive. Definitely we have the bright future and long way to go.
Let us work together on this aspect, Doctor. Thank you very much for sparing valuable time with us, sharing your thoughts, which would certainly help the stakeholders of the sector as well as general public. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.